Good morning, or no, afternoon. This is Henrik Sarbegian with the Parks, Recreation, and Community Services Commission meeting for Monday, the 17th of November. Meetings are broadcast live on Glendale TV, viewable on Spectrum Cable, Channel 6, and ATT Uverse, Channel 99. Meetings are also streamed live in high definition on the city's webpage at glendaleca.gov/live or on YouTube at youtube.com/myglendale. Roll call, please.
Thank you. Commissioner Alcazar is absent. Commissioner Amirian, absent. Commissioner Arakelian,
Present.
Commissioner Rostomian,
Present.
ex officio Commissioner Garabedian's absent. Zarukian, absent. President Sardarbegian.
Present. Next item.
Next item. The agenda for November 17, 2025 regular meeting was posted on or before Friday, November 14, 2025 by 2:30 p.m. at Wynn Las Vegas Business Center located at 3131 Las Vegas Boulevard South, Las Vegas, Nevada 89109, in addition to the bulletin board outside of City Hall. Commissioner Amirian was going to join us virtually from Las Vegas, but he's no longer able to join. And there was a notice posted that the teleconferencing meeting was canceled.
Next item, please.
Item 2, introductions and presentations. At A, it's introduction of new or promoted CSP employees. And we have one that Seva Garabedian's going to introduce.
Good afternoon, President Sardarbegian, members of the Commission, Seva Garabedian, Community Services Manager. I'd like to introduce to you Krista Gregory. She was recently promoted to Community Services Supervisor. She'll be overseeing Pacific Community Center, its facility operations, its programs, as well as mobile recreation that is housed out of that community center. So that's the Glendale Rocks Climbing Wall, Flicks on the Go movie package, and Party on the Go, and the center-based special events. So please join me in welcoming Krista again. I think this is the third time we've presented her in the last year.
It is the third time.
Greetings, everyone. This is my third time, so it's nice to see everyone again. How's everyone doing?
Good, good.
Any questions? No? Okay.
I'd like to welcome her, and I'm actually very, very happy she's here. I love your energy. I think you bring a lot of brightness, especially in this rainy day. So keep it up, and I'm glad you're moving up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next item, please.
At 3, we have upcoming council agenda items.
Thank you, President Sardarbegian, members of the commission. Tomorrow, November 18th, we have 3 items going to council. Acceptance and appropriation of Community Impacts ARC program grant funds for summer 2025 summer concert series in the park and Theater in the Park series. Our second item is Wilson Mini Park Playground Replacement Project. And our third item is Elk Mini Park Playground Replacement Project. These 2 projects are, we'll be asking council to dispense with competitive bidding to move forward with those projects. Also, another 4th item, the joint meeting with City Council and Housing Authority. We will be taking our CDBG Annual Action Plan program priorities for fiscal year 26-27.
Thank you. Next item.
At item 4 is commission staff comments.
I will open it up. No comments.
Okay. At 5, we have oral communications. Discussion is limited to items not part of this agenda. Each speaker is allowed 5 minutes. I do not have any cards, and we do have a call, but it's regarding item 6. So we can wait to take that call then.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Okay. At item 6, consent items. The following are routine and may be acted upon by one motion. Any member of the commission or audience requesting separate consideration may do so by making such a request before the motion is proposed. At A, we have approval of the minutes of the commission regular meeting held on October 22nd. And it looks like we do have a caller for this item, and it's Beth Brooks, if you would like to take the caller.
Yes, let's do that.
Hi, you're on the air. Is this Beth Brooks?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Beth Brooks, are you on the air?
Oh, yeah, I am on the air. Do you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, just things regarding the minutes. Glorietta Tennis Vendor, I was at that meeting when the vendor was chosen, and I feel that the council made absolutely the right decision. When I looked at the metrics, it really seemed to, it didn't make sense to me. I have suggestions. One, I think that if you interview a vendor, that you should do it in their native language. I think that I felt that it was discriminating against someone whose native language is not English. I don't know if the interview was done in that case. I have discovered that the other vendor was, originally supposed to get the contract, already has a contract at 2 parks. And I think that if you don't have a contract, that should be more points for you. So I don't know why you would give anybody monopoly of being a tennis vendor at the parks. I didn't think that was fair. Also, as you know, that she got more points for wanting to advertise, but he actually had more clients. So you really have to take this into consideration. There is buzz online from the person who didn't get the contract of YouTube videos, possibly defaming this man. I mean, it was the right decision, and you really have to bring in people who reward vendors who have been here for 30 years, who have clients. He was cheaper. I mean, it really, be careful of this. You really have to prioritize people whose native language is not English. I really think that worked against him. And you really should reward people who have a history of being in Glendale, as opposed to let's bring in somebody new, fresh energy. Fresh energy for what? This already works. It's like fixing something that isn't broken. And number 2, regarding the minutes, I think that, since the city, was subject to Mr. Calvert and the planning department telling us that there were no plans to do anything with parks, it was fascinating for me to look that the Parks Commission had previously recommended that Lot 11 be evaluated for potential development into a park. So really the minutes sort of exposed even more that there are discussions behind the scenes that they want to turn lots into whatever they want to turn them into. So I would also like to know if the Parks Commission has had discussions with the city about any other parking lots to turn them into parks. Because this disturbed me a little bit, since we're told one thing, and then I have to read this, that there were discussions already about these parking lots. Because they make us sound like it's new and that nobody's been talking about this. And that's it. I actually love the Parks and Recreation Department, and I think you're doing a fabulous job. And I want to thank you very much. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks.
Sure, President Sardaga, members of the commission. So basically, council did give us direction to come back to them within the next few months for them to review the RFP. So we're working with our legal department, and we will be taking a report within the next month or so for them to review the RFP, and we can issue it, I'm hoping, by the end of January, February. In terms of the parking lots, I believe 3.5, 4 years ago, the Parks Commission asked staff to look into city-owned parking lots to see if any of those locations would be available for the Parks Department to develop a park, that'll be a mini park or a neighborhood park. And when we took the report to commission, commission told us to look into Lot 11 to build a park. And we took that to council, and then council, I believe, I have to go back and look at my records, but I believe council asked staff to look into a possible dog park location. So we hired a consultant to look at a number of locations for a dog park in South Glendale, one being Palmer, one being Lot 11, another one being up at Brand, and if I'm not mistaken, I said Palmer, there was another one for the GCC Garfield campus. So council gave us direction to look at Palmer temporarily, so we are working with our park planning section to organize a number of community meetings, talk to the Palmer Park residents to see if they would be interested in having a small dog park there. In terms of Lot 11, the direction was to keep Lot 11 now as is, especially with the development of the Armenian American Museum. So we're keeping the Lot 11 as is for now.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Thanks for.
If we have a motion, or
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
second?
I can second
Okay,
that. Yeah, I know.
roll call. So
We need
it was,
to second it,
it
right?
was moved by, I'm sorry, it was moved by Arakelian, Commissioner Arakelian, and seconded by Rostomian, right?
Correct.
Okay, a roll call. Alcazar is absent, Amirian is absent, Commissioner Arakelian,
Yes.
Rostomian,
Yes.
and President Sardarbagian.
Yes.
Okay. At 7, we have reports for information only. Maple Park Community, at A, we have Maple Park Community Center programs and operations for fiscal year 24-25 annual report. And we have the supervisor, Kenneth Kahn, here, who will do the presentation for us. Yes.
Good afternoon, President Sardarbagian and members of Commission. My name is Kenneth Kahn. I supervise and oversee Maple Park Community Center. I'm here to give you a brief overview of the programs and events that Maple Park does. Maple Park is one of our 4 community centers located in South Glendale, heavily used. So with that said, we'll get into the slideshow. This is an overview of the front of the facility. And a shot of our Shane's Inspiration Playground. Maple Park operates Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The community center is available for private rentals outside of those hours. That's a shot of our gymnasium. That's one of our most popular features of the building. So on the left is the gym. On the right, that's not the Sheraton, that is Maple Park, which transforms on weekends to hold weddings and events and so forth. So this is our meeting room downstairs. This was a bridal shower that took place. So once again, all the rooms are heavily used. We have, a day camp that takes place. We'll get into that in a minute, but that's a very popular room within the facility. We have a recreation room that we use as well. Provides a good outlet for the neighborhood kids to come after school, play ping pong, so forth, and different games and so forth. This is our computer lab. We have 15 stations in our computer lab. It provides us a very good space for kids to come and, work on schoolwork or just, play different games when they have free time. Believe it or not, even in 2025, not everybody has internet access at home, so it's a very good outlet for kids within the area. This is our Shane's Inspiration Playground, the only one in Glendale. It's an all-inclusive playground, which is a very popular feature of the park. As you know, in the old days, playgrounds sometimes restricted kids on wheelchairs and so forth from enjoying the full amenities. But this playground is all-inclusive, so it's open to different categories of kids that want to use it. So here are some of our outdoor amenities at Maple Park. We have shaded picnic tables that service the park patrons. We have a full court regulation size tennis court, very popular, especially with the older gentlemen in the morning. And then we have 2 large grass fields as well that are very heavily utilized. We also have outdoor fitness equipment, which again is free, open to the public, and all are very heavily utilized by the public. Facility reservations. So Maple Park is heavily reserved throughout the year and does its part in bringing in revenue for the department and the city. Here's an overview of the permits that we did for fiscal years 2023 to 2024 and then 24 to 25. As you can see, they're comparable with both years. Permits slightly went down, but we did end up recouping that with the cost increase for fees that ended up, being raised. Drop-in program. So outside of facility rentals, Maple Park is open to the public to enjoy the amenities, whether it be the computer lab or the rec room or the gym. So here's our drop-in numbers for the year. So as you can see, comparable to the previous year, where it's right over 3,500 individuals overall. Therapeutic recreation programs. So the city of Glendale is one of the only cities that provide therapeutic recreation programs to the public. So what I mean therapeutic recreation, it's individuals with intellectual disabilities, autism, cerebral palsy, and so forth. We have 3 programs, 2 within the core of therapeutic rec. The first one is Get Fit, which is exactly what it means. It's an opportunity to get some exercise in. We shut down our entire full court gymnasium for people within Get Fit. It's held every Monday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. For adults 18 and over to join the program. Just have to do our liability paperwork and so forth, but a very popular program. The other component of therapeutic rec is the Club Maple program. So basically, Club Maple is a social interactive program. Once again, and open to adults with intellectual disabilities to come and enjoy. During the holiday season, we have different events, whether it be our holiday party, a Thanksgiving dinner, which is coming up actually on Thursday, so I encourage you all to stop by if you're in the area. That's held every Thursday, 5:30 to 8 p.m. at Maple Park. And then the last component is the MIP Day, or Maple Inclusive Play Day. It's held on the 3rd Saturday of each month, which highlights our playground. The staff go out and do different arts and crafts and different activities just to highlight our amazing playground that we have there, one of a kind in Glendale. We also hold a day camp at Maple Park. The day camp sells out every year. There's a discount for Glendale residents as well. It's held out of one of the same room that you saw that looked like the Sheridan. That's that room, you know what I mean? So the day camp takes place within the meeting room. We have close to 100 kids every single summer that sign up for the camp. The camp sells out. It's sold out for a number of years and very, very popular. Glendale residents are able to sign up early for the camp as well, so they can ensure that they get space. Here's our enrollment numbers for our Maple Stars camps. So once again, comparable both years. And the camp, like I said, sells out every year. Maple Park Community Center's budget, fiscal year 23-24 and 24-25. The revenues, overall, revenues did go up 215 compared to 204 from the previous year. And then as far as the expenses, they're detailed there as well in your reports. Maple Park Stars Day Camp's actual budget. Fiscal year 23-24, 24-25. So, the day camp is also budgeted within the general fund and does its part to generate revenue as well. Therapeutic recreation, as I was just speaking about, Club Maple, Get Fit, and MIP. For both fiscal years, it's up here. This is the program that's also within the general fund. Once again, a very popular program. Questions?
I had a question about the Saturday. You said it's 3rd Third Saturday of every month?
Third Saturday of every month, the MIP program takes place, open to, lots of kids and so forth within the area. So
Our staff members are kind of out there.
staff are out there doing arts and crafts and different activities just to highlight the playground.
Nice. And what's the timeline as far as how many hours are they there?
They're there 11 to 1 every third Saturday of the month.
Wonderful. Okay.
Sure.
So you invited us to a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, if you're in
Is
the-
it, so it's this Thursday?
It's this Thursday at Maple Park, 5:30 to 8. That's actually one of the
5:30 to 8.
biggest events we do, the Thanksgiving dinner. So if you're in the area, come by. We'll have a Dinah's chicken. All you can eat. So
Maybe we might.
yeah, come on.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you
You
very
guys
much.
have a good one.
You too. Next item, please.
Next item, at B, we have the Recreation and Community Services Section Monthly Activity Report for October 2025. And Saba Garbidian will provide that report.
Good afternoon again, President Sardar Begum, members of the commission. My name is Sabah Garabedian, Community Services Manager. I'm going to go over our October monthly activity report. In October, like you might have guessed, the lowest hanging fruit, it's Halloween. So we'll start, a lot of these themes are going to be Halloween related. The biggest event we had, at least in my section, was the Fall Festival. It was at Pacific Community Center, and we had over 800 people attend that event. Here you'll see a picture of our pumpkin patch, which we tried to mimic our quarterly leisure guide, the fall leisure guide, because we presented Duke at the pumpkin patch at Pacific, and here we go, life imitating art. Well attended, and I wanted to thank some of the people that partnered with us to making this event happen. Play to Progress had an entire sensory section for children of all different types of abilities to come and play and participate in activities. Children's Entrepreneur Market, you can see them on the right side of the screen. They had over 50 kids selling stuff inside the gym. So we had 50 children's vendor booths set up inside the gym. And they partnered up with us, and they were really, really happy with the facility and the event. Super King Markets donated the 13 pallets of pumpkins it took to have this event take place. Magic Jump Rentals donated those 3 jumpers that you see. And Shake Shack and BJ's Restaurants donated some of the gift cards. And the Gundam Management Association assisted with making sure those pumpkins, as we were giving them out free to the public, we were restocking and replenishing it so that the next set of people could take pictures and then take pumpkins. All in all, we probably got out about 400 pumpkins throughout that event, in addition to holding some back for some of our other programs like our Senior Meals program or our Youth and Family Services program. The following week, also at Pacific, we had the 14th Annual Glendale Health Festival. This event is organized by the Armenian American Medical Society in partnership and collaboration with Medical Mission Adventures, Power of Sight Foundation, and Blue Box. Over 400 community members received services during the event. Services include dental services like cleanings and extractions and x-rays, to vision services like glaucoma testing, screening, vision testing, and should they need glasses, they were able to pick out a frame and walk away with a free pair of glasses with the lenses already built on site, cut and delivered on site, in addition to various screenings for cholesterol or diabetes, and the list goes on. A very well attended event. This is a 2-day event with 1 day just filled with setup, and then the actual event day and breakdown the following day. Then on October 17, we had the One Glendale after-school youth sports programs flag football season championship day. The 3 finishers for this year, Thomas Jefferson Elementary School finished 3rd, Edison Elementary finished 2nd, and Muir Elementary finished as 1st place as the season's champions. Also attending the event were the LA Rams cheerleaders. Edison Elementary's dance team performed along with members of various departments giving out information during the event, and police and fire are always there supporting this event, and they partake with the trophy medal distribution. Our Trails and Open Space program, we had 5 volunteers join us during the Riverwalk Workday on October 11th. On October 18, 12 volunteers participated in the Wilderness Workday, and on October 24, 21 people participated in the Friday night lecture, Cooking with Native Plants. The September Go program had 21 participants. The Glendale Outdoors Community Program. This is also provides transportation. And then on Friday, October 31, staff offered crafts as part of their casual drop-in holiday program at Storm Barn Nature Center. Teen Night Out workshops continued throughout the month of October, and the teens celebrated Halloween on October 24. Interestingly, when the pumpkins got delivered from Super King, as we canceled Teen Night Out on October 31 so that the teens could go enjoy the night with their friends. Our STAR students training as role models program continued throughout the month of October as well. Here's some pictures of our Glendale Association of Realtors who sponsors the program at least twice a month and providing meals for our STAR program participants. Kids are doing various recreation games, of course, pumpkin carving with Halloween. Like I said in the beginning, October, Halloween, everything's going to be around Halloween. Our therapeutic recreation, as Ken presented moments ago, our MIP Day was held on October 25th at Maple Park Community Center. And with this one, we partnered up with Inclusivity Matters, Inclusion Matters from Shane's Inspiration. And basically they add on to the event. Shane's Inspiration is not just the designer of the playground, but they have recreation components and an entire network that follows them. So once a year, they come to Maple Park Community Center and they rotate through various parks throughout Southern California and invite their community and their followers to the event. So Maple Park has always been traditionally the Halloween one more recently, and they came and participated. Over 200 people showed up to that event as well. Our senior program celebrated Halloween in addition to their regular workshops and presentations. Here you see some pictures of seniors at Spar Heights Community Center and at the Adult Recreation Center during their Halloween luncheon and then during the Sparroween party. Speaking of the elderly nutrition program, we serve 4,555 meals to seniors in person at our two facilities, SPAR and ARC, while we deliver 2,233 meals to homebound seniors during the month of October. And our SSP program served 53 unduplicated clients during the month of October, and that number was the same from September. And some upcoming events until our next commission meeting. We've got LA Regional Food Bank coming to the Adult Recreation Center tomorrow from 1 to 2:30 p.m. They are not accepting new applications at this time, given the recent closures and all of that. But we hope that now that some sort of reopening has been established, that we will be able to take on new apps. We have a WalletWise financial literacy workshop taking place at ARC on November 19. We have two upcoming meetings taking place both on November 20th, both at Pacific Community Center. The first one is going to be inclusion of all sizes. We're inviting the community to come out and give their ideas and perspectives on how we could redesign some of our existing playgrounds or tweak some of our existing playgrounds to be able to cater to a more diverse community. And that meeting will take place in the morning from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Pacific Community Center. Then we have an evening meeting also at Pacific Community Center, this time in the gymnasium from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And this is for Oscar, our open space and conservation recreation element, correct? On November 21, we've got Parents Night Out taking place at Pacific Community Center. And then also on that same day, we've got a wildlife photography Friday night lecture series taking place at the Storm Barn Nature Center. We've got Wonder the Wilderness bus departing and returning to Pacific Community Center on November 22. And we've got the last component of that WalletWise Wednesdays seminar at the Adult Recreation Center on November 26. On November 28, we've got Crama Classic Toy Drive at Montrose Shopping Park on the corner of Ocean View and Honolulu. And that's a 2-for-1 flyer, so we'll see that flyer shortly again. And then on November 29, we've got a post-turkey trail hike. So for anybody that overate during Thanksgiving on that Thursday, you could join us from 10 to 12 and hike off some of those additional calories during your eating competition and join us during that hike. We've got Wonder the Wilderness bus taking place on November 30th. This time it'll be operating to and from Maple Park Community Center. And then we've got a virtual meeting on December 1st, and this is the Oscar meeting again. while the first meeting that I mentioned was in person at Pacific Community Center, this is an opportunity to join that meeting online virtually. And we've got the holiday tree lighting ceremony taking place on December 3 here at City Hall in Perkins Plaza, as well as Crime Classic on the same day during the same time. So whatever we were cramming into that classic the Friday before at Montreux Shopping Park, we are asking for more donations and toys on holiday tree lighting evening as well. We've got Holiday at the Storm Barn taking place on December 6th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We got Feliz Navidad celebration taking place at Catalina Verdugo Adobe on December 7th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. We got a nature journaling workshop taking place on December 9 at the Storm Barn Nature Center. Another Parents' Night Out opportunity at Pacific Community Center for December, and that will be the last one for the year. And we've got Birdwalk on the Riverwalk on Saturday, December 13th from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Glendale Narrows Riverwalk. That concludes all of our upcoming activities. This could all be found on our department webpage, glendaleca.gov/CSP calendar, and I'd be happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Any questions? Next item.
Thank you.
Next, we have at C, Park Services Section Monthly Activity Report for September 2025. And Chris Peplow will provide that presentation.
Good afternoon. I'll give you our work orders for the month of September. We had 140 work orders for non-routine repair and preventative maintenance. The groundskeepers contributed 61. Pesticide applicator was 39 work orders. Irrigation crew submitted 40 work orders for a total of 614 and a quarter hours. I have a few projects for you to show. At Duke-Majan Wilderness, we're working on some drainage projects there, as well as we have a decomposed granite pathway that needs to be regraded and retamped now and then. And here's the pictures of the guys going through and doing that. They did a really nice job on it. And then on the drainage, there is a trench drain there that we have reinstalled, and that will hopefully keep the water from eroding the decomposed granite. As well with that, we're going to try a surface we're looking into called porous pave, which is similar to the poured in place for the playgrounds, but it also incorporates rocks, gravel, very fine gravel, and it allows for drainage, so the water does go through it and into the soil. And we're going to try that out there, and I think it would be something that if it works, well, then we'll do it in other areas as well. So we're working on that. This is the finished after they are done. At Montrose Park, they did some pretty good work on the ball field of regrading for the softball field. I feel like I show you guys baseball field work every single month, but our guys take a tremendous amount of pride in it, and actually they're very, very good at it and very skilled. It keeps our fields really good that they go in and do this intensive grading work, where in some of the pictures you'll see that in the foreground of this picture, you can see that they tear the brick dust up, and then they're able to break it back down and then spread it, because you have wear patterns within baseball fields. And the guys are really, really good at making sure that those wear patterns don't develop, and then people can get hurt on those, and the playability is not as good. So they do a very nice job. I'm probably going to have another ball field in here for you, but here they are wrapping that one up. And then at Dunsmore Park, this is a bulk material storage bin that we have. And the guys it's just two pictures of them cleaning it up, because we're looking to put compost in there for distribution to the public. It was previously had material for the ball fields, which we really don't use that bin. And so I think this will be really good to get compost to the public, and it'll just be stored there. At Lower Shoal Canyon, this is an area several months ago. I showed you the drainage from that we had done there for water that flows year round coming from below the landfill. And this is just a cleanup effort they did there in preparation for some concrete work that we'll be doing there to direct the drainage perfectly into the added drain box that we had put there. And this is at Fremont Park. We had installed some railings on the bridges by the playground there. They weren't in the original design. It was an aesthetic decision, I'm pretty sure, but we went ahead and installed these for the bridge, and that's what they look like complete. They match the existing fencing at the park perfectly, so it's pretty much a seamless installation. That's another photo of them. And this is the Beaudry Loop. It's called Beaudry Motorway. One of our very popular hiking trails. There was a tree that came down, and the guys went up and cleared it for that. That's used for both lots of hiking, but also to access the radio towers up above, and for GWP to get to their equipment that's up the hill. So this is them clearing that and making sure that is passable by both and safe for both hikers and vehicles. And that's after they had gotten it all cleaned up. At Babe Herman Little League Field, just one picture, but the guys were pretty proud. This was on the warning track fence that had gotten pretty dirty, that Babe Herman sign, and so they went and scrubbed it down and cleaned it. It looks really nice. They were proud, so I wanted to make sure that we highlighted that because they worked pretty hard on it. And they did more work on the warning track, and that was pretty much it for the projects we've done. The others are in the packet for the work orders if you have any questions.
Question?
Well, I just had a question, but I think I probably should have asked earlier, but because this is a retro report, any serious damages from these rains?
No,
we've had
nothing
over the-
serious. It's actually surprising that we've come through these rains pretty darn well, I have to say. There's always minor damage that the maintenance crews are able to go in and clean up very quickly, but we've had no trees fall, which is always a hazard. And when you get this much saturation, a tree can uproot, and we had none of that within the parks. So there was one slide that has been reported on Los Flores motorway, but that's going to be a public works cleanup. And other than that, we've nothing within the parks, and I haven't heard anything major within the open space areas either.
Well, that just means you have good maintenance.
Yeah, well, I think we came through pretty well. Thank you.
And I'll say, I think you mentioned that you guys you share a lot of photos of ball fields and stuff. I think Gabrielle and Seva can attest to how busy they are with constant requests for reservations on all the fields. So I think you guys, it's your fault that they're so busy.
Yeah, we work very closely with both Gabrielle and Sevak to make sure, we're working together for the reservations.
Wonderful.
And in play.
Thank you, Chris. I think we are at the end, correct?
Yep. At 8, we have adjournment.
Well, before we adjourn, let's make sure the entire community comes out on Wednesday, 2 weeks from now, the 3rd, for the tree lighting ceremony that Sevak already talked about. And I hope everyone brings at least one, if not 2 toys to donate. And I think it's the tree lighting is one of my favorite, as a commissioner, it's one of my favorite events to be at. It's really fun seeing, little kids, the elderly, and everybody else kind of join together and starting, the celebration month. So I hope we see a number of people, and I hope everyone brings at least 2 toys. And I'll be at the door checking. And with that, I'd like to adjourn today's meeting. Thank you, everyone.